Good afternoon, Dave Baldwin here, and I wanted to tell you a little bit about Video Mojo Toastmasters. For those of you that are not familiar, there's a Toastmasters club that I have been a part of since 2000. Well, really 2016 is when we started building it, and then we formally chartered in 2018. And for those of you not familiar with Toastmasters, Toastmasters is a public speaking organization. People get together in clubs to practice their communication skills and various different things. Video Mojo Toastmasters was a club that we started specifically because we wanted to focus on speaking on video. A traditional Toastmasters club, video is not necessarily a part of the focus. It's really the core public speaking. So we really wanted to drive deeper into that more than you might necessarily find at a more traditional Toastmasters club. Obviously, the landscape has changed last year with COVID-19. All clubs had to adjust. People stopped meeting in person, and our club was the same way. We moved to an online virtual meeting format. At some point, we're looking at getting back to meeting in person. No timeline has been identified for that yet, but there will be more announcements to come. But I wanted to just take a little bit today to share with you a little bit about what we're doing going forward. I'm hoping some people will see this video and come check us out, come visit us. We meet Monday mornings at 7:45 Eastern time. And one thing I'll just note about the logistics before I even get into the other pieces is that if the time is unmanageable for you, or the question about when we go back to in person, if you're not able to meet with the location, there's no mandatory attendance requirement. And we do have members that have submitted speeches by uploading to our Facebook group. And with a typical Toastmasters group, you get feedback on your talks. And so what happens is if you're not there, what we'll do is we will play back your speech for the club, and people will give you feedback. We record that feedback on a Zoom call, and we put it on a private Facebook group, so it's not shared with the world. But that's just kind of a piece of how it works. If you really want to see how it works, best thing to do is come check it out. It's an hour meeting. It could sometimes be as long as an hour and 15 minutes. We have a hard stop at 9. Typically, we don't go past 8:45 though. We really started this club. Back in the beginning, it was its initial inception before we started as a Toastmasters chapter. It was actually a workshop. The first name for it, we called it Sharpen Your Video Speak. And it was fun. I mean, we basically got people together and they practiced their 30-second commercial or elevator pitch for their businesses. And what we found was at the end of that, people didn't really want it to be over. We really found that there was more of a need for a continuous program of practice. And that was what led us to eventually decide to launch it as a Toastmasters club. We now have members in different time zones, and we've got people that are starting to build up an online presence. The club has really pushed me to start doing more with videos like the one that you're watching right now. Ultimately, the vision is to not only provide a place to practice speaking on video, speaking on camera, but to also build up a stage. I mean, I really want to have this club be a place where people can come and find an audience, where audiences can come and find you, and where you get better at speaking, where you get better at practicing your talks, and where people have the opportunity to find out about you, find out about your business, find out about what you're building, or whatever message it is that you have to share in ways that they might not necessarily find you otherwise. So there's a lot, we're still we're just a few years old, but there's a lot great times ahead, and we're right now trying to just build things up a little bit more and find a few new members. So again, it's Monday morning, 7:45. I'm going to put the Zoom link information in the comments section for anybody who wants to come check us out. But please feel free, shoot me an email if you want to learn more about it. Reach out to me offline. But hopefully we'll see some folks there. But that's it. There will definitely be more videos about the club going forward. But this is definitely near and dear to my heart. This club is something that I definitely. It's really important to me, and it'll be something that you'll definitely be seeing in my future messaging, just because I like, building opportunities for people to meet, connect, and communication is really important. I've been a member of Toastmasters since 2007, and I definitely plan to do a lot more of these kinds of things. Eventually I want to spin out more clubs, but I think I've shared enough for right now. So stay tuned, more coming.